Hi guys, it's Monday and we are in Birmingham. And I'll show you Birmingham here. And we are in the at the Vulcan, which is the largest iron statue in the world, cast iron statue in the world. And I'll show you a picture of it in a second here. But it's a beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful view. And I'm not a big fan of heights, so I'm not huge on this one. But look at, unfortunately, they make you walk on like a see-through grating, which is awful for someone like me. But I'm holding it together here, so we'll just walk around and show you the views. This is the wind side. So, like I said, I hate heights. I'm holding it together. The walk on this grate is absolutely unnerving. So I'm trying not to look down. So pretend not looking down by using the camera. You get to ride up in an elevator. But it's gorgeous views. Alright, then I'll show a picture of the statue itself. It's pretty neat. Hey guys, alright, so I'm in Tannehill Ironworks Historic Park, State Historic Park outside of Birmingham, Alabama, about 20 miles. And I wanted to show you this forest hike I was on because it's incredibly diverse. There are cedar, pine, sycamore, black cherry, persimmon, and it's just a beautiful forest. And obviously I'm really near an ironworks, and I'll show you that in a minute, but all of this would have been clear cut back in the 1800s. And I don't know if they intentionally replanted it this way or if this is just the way it came about, but it's a beautiful mix of deciduous and evergreens, predominantly deciduous. But you see in here there are Virginia pine, there's an eastern pine, which I think is probably the same as Virginia pine, but there's some cedar. Like I said, there's sycamore, there's oak, there's black cherry, persimmon. I've been reading all these little signs as we go along here. Here's a chestnut oak. And it's just a gorgeous forest to walk through. And of course today is a beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees. And I'm on a trail that was used pre-Civil War to transport materials to and from this ironworks. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of this. It's just gorgeous in here. Of course it's May, so everything's in beautiful condition. It's not hot yet. Haven't seen any deer, although they're here somewhere. So this is just a beautiful historic state park, a fairly large one. Kind of a surprise find today. I was just coming to see the historic part, and it turns out you can camp here. So I'm camping. Monday is a very hard day to be seeing museums and everything because almost all of them seem to be closed. So I can stay here for one more day, and of course the museum in this park is closed on a Monday. And then I can go back into Birmingham tomorrow, because I've been told that to go see the Civil Rights Institute is well worth the effort. So we'll be flexible. We'll just hang out for another day, enjoy this place. I'll show you a little more footage in a minute, because they've got some cabins that they recovered from the 1800s, and they're in the park as well. So we'll just hang out here, finish walking, and then I'll restart the video when we get to the Ironworks. Okay, so we've come over to the furnace. This is the Tannehill furnace, and this was critically important during the Civil War for the South, producing iron for cannons and for naval plate. The area here fed the pig iron down to Selma, which was the only other large foundry besides Tregeter, which was in Richmond, Virginia. So the Union forces came here and burned this in 1865, right near the end of the Civil War. But all of this was quarried nearby and brought here, and this was obviously a lot of slaves. But it's sort of fascinating to see how they could have done this in 1840. And that's it. Just wanted to show you this. It's a pretty neat thing to have a state park in. Allows you to really sort of sit and look at it. And we'll go over to the, here's one of the cabins there you can see. They have these cabins that have been moved here, and they're the original cabins from the 1800s. So we'll go look at a few more. Okay, so these are some of the houses that have been relocated here. One of them was built by a master builder in the old style, but a lot of these were recovered from farms in the area and brought here. And we'll just walk along this plank road, which is a replica road of what they built in 85-mile length road called a corduroy road or plank road in the 1840s. So this one is built as a demonstration. You can see how nicely it's put together. And then you can see one that's been brought here. So this one dates from 1870. That would have been the kitchen add-on. And they do a sort of a craft thing here at this park. So this would have been 1870 as well. So I'm going to pause here and we'll go up to look at two more houses in just a minute. Okay, so this is a, well, I don't know how old the house is, but it's kind of remarkable because a couple raised 10 children in this house, and it was donated in the 1970s. It's really, really old, and I'll let you read what it says. It's pretty cool. So, 10 children. 10. And boy, I'll tell you what, we are spoiled today, aren't we? And you can see this historic old VW from, oh, I don't know, 2000. Okay, there's one other one I wanted to show you because we've seen this before. This was the Southern style, and they would build two rooms separate from each other with a breezeway in it to try to capture a place to work in the with some breeze in the hot summers. And we've seen this before. I've seen it before in other homes that have been modeled after the period, and then they would have put the kitchen on the back, which you can see sort of through there. So this was a breezeway that was important and an important style with the heat that they would have dealt with down here. And there's a brief sign, and we'll whip down there real quick. So this would have been 1834 Pioneer home. And I went to the Alabama Pioneer Museum now near Dothan, and they explained this style and how important it was to the period. So there you go. That's your little view there of Tannehill Historic State Park.